Hey y'all, welcome to Churchianity Exposed. I'm making these videos because I'm sick and tired of hearing, seeing, and reading about false doctrine everywhere. We need truth now more than ever, and I'm going to give it to you straight from scripture. What we're going to be discussing is one of the biggest lies out there, that Torah is for Jews only. Let's read what Yahuah actually said. First one is going to be Bamidbar, which is Numbers 15 verse 16. And it says, "One Torah and one right ruling is for you and for the sojourner who sojourns with you." That is a foreigner. So, one Torah, one standard, native and stranger alike. The next one is Shemoth, which is Exodus 12 verse 49. And it says, "There is one Torah for the native born and for the sojourner who sojourns among you." Identical. Yahuah repeats it, guys. There is not two laws. There is not Jews have Torah, Gentiles have grace. One Torah for all. Yeshayahu, which is Isaiah 55 verses 6 and 7. It says, "Also the sons of the foreigner who join themselves to Yahuah to serve him and to love the name of Yahuah, to be his servants, all who guard the Sabbath and not profane it, and are holding on to my covenant, them I shall bring to my set apart mountain, and let them rejoice in my house of prayer. Their ascending offerings and their slaughterings are accepted on my slaughter place, for my house is called a house of prayer for all the peoples." So they are not exempt from it. They, as in the foreigners who join themselves to Yahuah, who guard his Sabbath and his covenant. Me and you, given you guard his commands, like I do. The next one we're going to be looking at is Romaim 11:17, and it reads, "And if some of the branches were broken off, and you, being a wild olive tree, have been grafted in among them, and have came to share the root and fatness of the olive tree." So for context, this is about Gentiles. Gentiles are grafted into Yisra'el. This is not into a new Torah-less religion. The next one is Koratim Aleph, which is 1 Corinthians 7:19, and it says, "The circumcision is not, and the uncircumcision is not, but the guarding of the commands of Elohim does matter." Sorry, I'm like throwing my tzitzit around everywhere. I needed to put it on. My bad. So what matters here is guarding the commands for all believers. Everyone. Sarah, why doesn't that line up with what Churchianity teaches us? Because if Gentiles actually understood that they are grafted into Yisrael, they'd realize that Yahuah's Torah is also for them. And then they either have to renounce that they're even a Christian, or they'd have to change everything in their life and actually start obeying the commands. Or continue to live lawlessly, and then they're really not a believer. The Torah is for Jews only literally allows lawlessness throughout all of the nations while still pretending to honor Yahuah. Scripture says, one Torah for native born and foreigner. Foreigners who join Yahuah keep his covenant and his Sabbath. Gentiles are grafted into Yisrael's tree, not into a new system. They are fully expected to follow Torah. That is why they went and they learned. Every Saturday at the synagogue, they would learn Torah. Torah is for all who belong to Yahuah.